I'm Margot.
I'm Kat.
I'm Callie.
I'm Mary.
I'm Jessie.
And
we're Group OG. Hi, I'm Margot from Group OG. Thank you for tuning in to our video tutorial project. To go over our group members, it's Jessie, Mary, Callie, Catherine, and myself, Margot. I'm going to start off by stating our slogan, which is girls supporting girls while maintaining friendships and striving for individual success. And this slogan actually has a direct correlation with our video tutorial topic, which is how to deal with friends in group project and how to avoid over socialization. So this is kind of a tricky task when you're working with friends or working with family, because you want to make sure you can stay on track and hold each other to high standards and be the best version and the best workers you can be. But it's hard sometimes to instill that when you're friends and you don't want to overstep. And so from research, we got 3 main takeaways. The first, Mary's going to talk about, and it's the collective effort and how to help stray away from social loafers and how the collective effort model helps with that. So yeah, Mary discusses the CEM and how it helps overcome any issues with social loafing, and she'll talk about what social loafing means. And then Jessie is going to step us through the idea of conformity and how it can lead to cohesiveness. And she discusses how conformity can be both positive and negative. However, when used positively, it results in deep cohesion. And then Kat is going to step us through the idea of tension reduction in groups, and she discusses how each member is their own individual self, and how that's both a positive and a negative. It can lead to some tensions, yes, because everyone's entitled to their own opinion. However, she goes over how to combat those tensions, and then Callie's going to wrap it all up for us and kind of summarize those 3 points even further. So I hope you enjoy.
Hi everybody, so I'm Mary from Group OG, and today I'll be talking about step 1 of how to deal with friends in a group and how to avoid over-socialization. So step 1 is how to deal with social loafing and reach a productive level of performing within group members. One aspect that is important to performing is the collective effort model, or the CEM model, and this suggests that group members are strongly motivated to perform well in a group if they are convinced that their individual effort will likely help in attaining valued results. In an article by Sherry Piazon and Robin Donaldson, they state, group work requires increased time and dependence on others, which is often in direct conflict with student perceptions of online learning as being an environment for independent learning. So this talks about the struggles of feeling like your own individual effort will really help at all in the end. And this also has to do with social loafing. So social loafing is the tendency of a group member to exert less effort on a task when working in a group than when working individually. So the CEM model is an effective way to solve this problem, because if you can convince all your group members that their individual work is vital to the final product, then it will decrease the chances of social loafing. In order to deal with and prevent social loafers within your group members, you must establish a group responsibility norm to hold all members to. You also must hold all members accountable for their own tasks, enhance cohesiveness by group bonding and productive communication. And lastly, you must sidestep the loafer if it comes to this. In order to enhance performance, group members should focus on the task at hand and encourage participation between everybody. If all members feel comfortable and important enough to speak up, then your group communication will flow freely. So if you encounter these issues with your own group, then use this step to try and avoid it.
So Kat, you're doing step 3, right? And I'm doing the conclusion.
Yeah, so step 3 about reducing tension, and then Mary Bush.
I'm doing step 1.
Yeah.
I'm doing step 2.
Okay, cool. You guys got it. I'm gonna do the title aside. Margot, your individual performance and effort really helps with our final product. You should really help us out here. Really? You don't think I should just do, like, the first slide? I
think you should, yeah.
We need your help. It'll help with the final product. My individual work will help the group? It will help. Okay. Yeah, I'll do step 3. Okay.
Hi, my name is Jessie Carroll, and I will be addressing step 2, which deals with conformity and establishing norms in groups comprised of friends. So, firstly, I will define conformity. So, conformity is the adherence to group norms by group members. Conformity can be a negative thing when following the crowd leads the group to choosing the wrong answer, but it can also be a very positive thing when it leads the group to choosing the right answer through cohesiveness and also by being very, very effective. So why do we conform? There are 2 huge reasons of why we conform, and the first being to be liked, and then the second one, to be right. So the stronger the cohesiveness in a group is, the greater the conformity to group norms will be. So in a group full of friends, you are a very cohesive group, so you are more likely to conform more often and have more of the members conform. So conformity also increases as the task importance increases. It also increases when individuals expect to be in the group for a long time. So this leads me to step 2, which is how to establish norms that foster an environment where group conformity is a positive experience. So in a group of friends, it is likely that conformity is strong, like I said before. This is because group cohesiveness is strong and is very detrimental to group success. For all members to conform to norms, they have to feel accepted by the norms. So you don't want someone conforming just because they feel that everyone else is doing that. You want someone to conform because they feel that the group norms and that the group's morals follows theirs. So in a study conducted from James E. Didas and Kelly H. Harold called Effects of Different Conditions of Acceptance Upon Conformity to Group Norms from the Journal of Abnormal and Social Psychology, they found that people were more likely to deviate from group norms when they felt that they weren't accepted by the other group members. So this leads me into talking about when establishing norms, you have to 1, adapt communication to the norms of the group, 2, encourage change when norms are excessively rigid, and 3, encourage change when norms are too elastic. So you want to make sure that if the norms of the group aren't working out, that you can change them and that you are taking advice from all members of the group to come up with that solution. So the norms of the group will ultimately decide how the group work gets done and how the group achieves its goals. In a group of friends, it is very important that these norms are accepted by everyone so cohesiveness is achieved, therefore allowing conformity that is positive.
All right, so should we meet at 10 tomorrow morning?
Yeah, that's good.
10? Isn't it a little early? I mean, like, I'm usually sleeping till then. It works for me. I don't have class then.
Yeah,
so.
I don't either.
Yeah, it's good for me.
I mean, I guess I can get up.
If it's too hard, I get it, but...
No. 10's fine.
All right, so 10?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Catherine from Group OG, and I'm here to talk about step 3 and how to reduce tension within a group. So in today's society, everyone is so quick to judge each other, no matter how close friendship is. Because Group OG is built off of friendship, there could be times of judgment within our workplace. When it comes down to it, We are all members of this group and have our own opinions. In an article by Haynes Gunter, he says, this involves team members becoming aware of diverging interests and incompatible preferences. Team members are in conflict as soon as one party perceives that its interests are being opposed or negatively affected by another party. When tension arrives and someone feels personally attacked or judged, we are usually ready to jump in and defend ourselves. This is called self-justification. Criticism tends to produce more conflict in the workplace than mistrust, personality clashes, or authority issues. Harsh criticism can cause a working member to quit or to not work as hard on their task. Tension within the group is always a possibility, but luckily with description, we have ways to reduce this tension. Description is a first-person report of how an individual feels, what he or she perceives to be true, and what behavior is desired from others. To achieve this, we have 4 steps. First one is to praise first, then describe. Acknowledge what someone is doing, then move on to problematic behavior. 2, use I statements, not you statements. Framing an I statement seems less like an accusation. 3, make the description specific, not vague. Get to the point so that there are no complications or misunderstandings. 3, I already said 3. 4, eliminate editorial comments from descriptive statements. In an I statement, it is easy to form undisguised assaults. It is important to use phrases without the supportive intent.
So for the first point, I feel like we should probably talk about like the collective effort model and how it like helps with social loafing.
That's kind of like that's like kind of dumb.
What?
Like, it's just kind of a dumb idea. Sorry.
Well, I mean, Jesse, I don't think it's a very stupid idea. I mean, you should probably think about how that hurts Margot's feelings.
Yeah.
Margot, how does that make you feel?
I feel like my individual effort there was just kind of like brought down by Jesse, like, yeah.
Damn, I'm sorry.
Are you laughing?
I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Callie from Group OG, and I'm going to be talking about the information we have concluded from our research. So, after researching 3 different sources, we were able to come across different ways and techniques on how to deal with friends in a group project. We also learned how to avoid over-socialization and tools to help us overcome these situations. As a group, we have learned how to deal and how to not become a social loafer by participating in collective effort and doing our part as much as possible in our projects for great results. From another article, we have learned that conformity and complying to standards can lead to positive cohesiveness and bring the group into a positive environment. Lastly, we have learned how important it is to try our best to minimize group tension. As we all enjoy working with one another since we've all been good friends for a while, we want to be able to work professionally and get work done, and these steps have already helped us with doing so. Thank you.